Is my phone case cute? Look at it. This is cute. What's going on, Fireflies? It is me, NeonMUA, and I am here to present you with some greatness. Alright, you guys, so time for another video. It's time for another video. I feel like there's a lot of eye products coming out lately. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Anyway, you guys, today we have another hot or not video, and it's going to be an interesting product because it's new, but at the same time it's not new, if that makes sense. Today we're going to be doing a review on the new-ish Maybelline Burgundy palette. We'll get into the details of why it's new-ish later, but so yeah, today's just going to be a hot or not demo, first-hand review of me trying out this palette by Maybelline. Hopefully it will go better than the last Maybelline review that we had. Eek. Alright, you guys, before this video begins, as always, if at any time you are enjoying yourself during this video, then go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up, like, and support. It means a lot. Trust me, it does. Also, you guys, if you want to continue seeing me on your news feed, then you guys should just go ahead and subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I upload. And without further ado, we're going to get right into this review of the new-ish Maybelline Burgundy palette. So let's go. Alright, you guys, so like I said, we are going to be doing a review, first-hand demo, first impressions of the semi-new Maybelline Burgundy Bar palette. The reason why I keep saying semi-new is because it's new here in the US, but it's not new completely. I'm gonna tell you why. So the Burgundy Bar palette was recently launched here in the United States last week, I believe. Yeah, last week. But again, this palette was actually launched across the pond. I remember this palette being out last year. A lot of people talking about it, a lot of people hyping it up. I remember seeing visuals of it and I was interested and intrigued, but of course, because I live here in the United States, I couldn't get it. So today we are going to be giving you guys a US review of it. So if there are any international viewers, I'm sorry if this seems late. Listen, okay, we're not always on that train. So you guys, the Burgundy Bar by Maybelline comes with 12 shades, and this is quite an interesting setup because there are only 2 mattes and the rest of them are metallics, and I am concerned about that, but we'll get into those details later. So the Burgundy Bar palette is currently available on the Maybelline website for $11.99. However, if you go on Amazon, it's actually $9.99. If you want to save like $2, then you should go ahead and head over to Amazon, especially since they got the Amazon Prime. Oh yes, we're cheap queens over here. Oh yes, oh yes. Like I said, this palette comes with 12 shades. 10 of them are metallics, 2 of them are mattes. We have a super light pale matte right here and dark pale. We're going to get into swatches later, don't worry you guys. But I just want to give you guys an overview of it. Looking at the palette, visually it is set up the same way that past Maybelline palettes are, like the blush palette, the nudes palette, the Rockstar, the 24 karat gold, all those palettes. It's set up the same way. So I am slightly concerned because I have used a few of those palettes in the past. Those palettes are very, let's just say they're very reminiscent of the Lemonade Craze palette in terms of formula, and we all know how that went. Insert clip here. Right off the bat, this color isn't necessarily as popping as I would like it to be. The pigment of the mattes aren't necessarily speaking to me. What is? Wow. Yeah, these mattes aren't cute. Oh, what's going on? Like, I'm barely getting any color payoff, so I'm not thrilled about that. However, this palette was launched around the same time that Maybelline started doing their City Minis, and it was launched in the US around the same time as the Total Temptation palette, so we shall see. I said the same thing about the Lemonade Craze palette, so we're gonna figure this out, you guys. We're gonna get there. It's okay. It's okay. Another thing that I'm noticing is that the color story is very similar to the Honest Lash of Beverly Hills by the Renaissance, and I saw online that a lot of people were saying that it is comparable to that in terms of the color story. So we will see how that performs as well.
out.
Alright, you guys, so right now I'm going to zoom you guys in and we're going to get a few swatches and then we're going to actually play with this palette and see how it actually holds up. So, here we go. Alright, you guys, so I zoomed you guys in for some swatches. Hopefully you can see. There are no shade names, so I can't really tell you what is what. Just know I went from down or up, down, up, down, up, down, whatever. Looking at this, Maybelline has never disappointed me when it comes to their metallic shades. I feel like their formulation of their metallics are done very well. They are high impact, they shine, they glitter, they gleam, they are beautiful on swatches. Hopefully the eye work will be just as beautiful, but you cannot deny how beautiful these colors are. If you read down to the mattes, like I said, there are only 2 matte shades. There is a light beige, and I can tell you right now, swatching this was a bit of a hassle. It was difficult getting this shade to full opacity. And then this shade right here, this dark, rich chocolate, I am actually pleasantly surprised by. It is opaque, it is rich, it is everything I look for in a deep shadow like this. So, hopefully we can get some good work out of this. So, I'm going to get it zoomed in so you guys can see, and we're going to start in the eyes, okay? Alright, you guys, we are zoomed in. It's time to get this eye work started. Of course, there are only 2 matte shades, so you guys can probably tell exactly how I'm going to work with this palette. So, we're going to keep the perfectability going. I'm going to take this dark brown shade right here, and I am going to use that in my crease. Just like the swatch, the shade is very pigmented, very opaque in color. It is working very well. I am happy because you guys know the fiasco of the Lemonade Craze palette. So Maybelline, if you're watching this, don't release, or if you're going to re-release, you know what, Maybelline? Hi, it's me, Darius. I love you guys, okay? You guys make amazing lip products, amazing highlighters, amazing base makeup. That Lemonade Craze palette was a fool. Come on, you guys. Reformulate it and send it to me, because I would love to review it. But I will say that I'm having to dip into this palette a lot. But at the same time, the color is very pigmented and it's very... It's there. You can't deny that it's there. Oh yes, I'm here. I want to actually take the other matte shade in this palette, this soft beige color right here, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to blend out my crease. Soft beige colors like this, although they don't show up on me, they are great to blend out harsh lines from your creases or anything else. So I thoroughly enjoy a shade like this. They're actually one of my favorite shades, and it's weird saying that, but I love shades like this because they do things that you wouldn't expect. Now, I'm thinking the only way that I can approach this palette is to do a cut crease. Shocking. So I am going to start doing a cut crease with this palette, and we're going to see how that's going. Okay. I forgot how much work a cut crease is. Alright, so the crease is done. We're going to get into the shadows and seeing just how they perform. I will say, while I was doing this cut crease, the matte shades are pretty blendable. They're the kind of mattes that are blendable, but at the same time, if you blend too much, they'll disappear. So keep that in mind. To start my cut crease shadowing, I'm going to take this very shimmery metallic, and I'm going to put that in the inner part of the eye. Okay, so this shade is a pretty light shade. It might be because of the concealer that I use, but this shade, it's very light. This is a pretty shade. Yeah, this is a pretty shade. Let's go swatch 1, 2, boop. There you go. It's blinding. You can't say this shade is not blinding. So, I'm gonna play with that some more once I put some more colors down. I'm only gonna use about 4 shades in total. So the next shade I'm going to take is the shade right next to it, right here. And this shade is more of a light. Let me get that concealer off my hands so you can see. This shade right here, it is more of a it's like an orangish gold, like a light orange gold. So we're gonna take that and we're just gonna continue from that first shade and blend out and work outward. So that first shade, the only problem was that it was the same undertone as my concealer. This shade is, like I said, it's a soft golden. When I swatched it, it was weird because it had almost like an orange tint to it, but this shade is definitely more golden. And I'm taking that to like the midpoint of the eye, and then I'm just gonna take a little blending brush and I'm gonna take that first shade and just blend those two shades together. So these shades they're gorgeous actually. They're really metallic and reflective. So right now you guys are seeing like liquid metal on my face. So I live for that. So next to that shade we just used, I'm gonna take this shade right here. And this shade is like a deep burgundy, or not deep, a deep rose with metallic reflex under it, obviously. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that and put it right here at the end of this cut crease. Wow. Okay. So this shade is not as reflective, but the color payoff on this shade is definitely top notch compared to the ones I used before. Cool. That is really pretty. So the top of the eye is pretty much done. Now I'm going to move into the bottom lash line. For the bottom lash line, I'm going to start with this this deep, great burgundy looking color. I'm going to take that and I'm going to run this at the bottom of my lash line and up into the outer shade on the top. I'm going to take another under eye brush and I'm going to take the more red burgundy color here towards the front of the palette, and I'm going to run that under the middle. And that's just like a more rich version of that first shade that we used. A richer version. Come on, grammar. Come on, public school education. Ugh. And to finish, I'm going to take shade here at the very bottom. This is like the white gold shade. And I'm going to put that at the bottom and blend that up into that cut crease. It reminds me of one of the metallics from the Lemonade Craze palette. I make a lot of comparisons to that palette because I'm still very upset. So there's that. Real quick, I'm just going to go back in with one of the colors from before and just highlight under my brow bone. Maybelline knows what they're doing when it comes to metallics. It's just that their mattes are very questionable. It's true. I love Maybelline, but it's true. Alright, you guys, so that is the completed eye work on this look. I'm going to, of course, throw on lashes, mascara, all of that, finish up the face, and I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts on this Burgundy Bar palette. Be right there. So I may have gotten a little carried away with the liner. Alright, you guys, I am back with the completed look. Here are my final thoughts on the Maybelline Burgundy Bar palette. Like I said before, Maybelline's metallics are some of the best in terms of drugstore. They are super pigmented, they are high shine, they're super reflective. Their highlighters are just the same. Considering that this palette is consisting of 2 metallics and 2 mattes, it's obviously that this palette performs well because the majority of it is metallics. The final look is super high shine. It performed as if it were a brand of a higher price. With that being said, I do have to bring up the fact that there are literally only 2 matte shades in this palette. Well, it's an issue, but again, it's not an issue. Considering that you're paying only $11.99 or $9.99, depending on where you get it from, this is a great performing palette. I would not hold it to the same standards on Stasha Beverly Hills. This is a cute palette. I do feel like if you want to be able to play around with this more, you're going to have to get a companion palette. You guys don't know, but I actually had my Morphe 15N palette sitting right here just in case I needed more shades to play with, but I was able to work it. But if you're someone who needs 3 or 4 transition shades just to blend out things, then you're obviously going to need a companion palette. If you're a person that just wants to swipe and go, then this is okay. Again, I can't complain too much because I use a Fenty Beauty Galaxy palette, which is all metallics, and I use companion palettes with it. So I won't have a problem using companion palettes with this one. Like I said, this is a beautiful palette in terms of color payoff, in terms of the shades. Beautiful, just stunning. So if you are curious about this palette, then I say go ahead and get it. Like I said, you're only spending 10 to 12 bucks on it, so you might as well just go ahead and grab it, you know? Grab it, sis. That was so gross. Alright, you guys, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then you guys should just go ahead, like this video, give it a huge thumbs up and support. It means a lot to me. So yeah, go ahead and like this video, you guys. And to the one person that gives me one thumbs down in every video, thanks. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I upload. I upload videos roughly twice a week. This week I'm actually being quite generous because there are 3 videos. This is number 2. There's one more coming up later this week, and I think you guys already know what it is, so yeah. Also, you guys, please share my channel with your friends, family, whoever. Share it on your Twitter, your Instagram, Facebook. Share it everywhere so that I can get more people to see me. I can share my love with you guys. The family just keeps on growing. We're at roughly 250 subscribers, so you know, just keep sharing the love, keep spreading the love. I want to see if we can hit 300 by August. So if you guys can make that happen, that'd be great. Alright, you guys, thank you again so much for watching, and until next time, take care. I'm so tired. Where is my brush? Where is it? Alright, you guys, I am back. No, whoa. Oh my gosh. No. Oh, my mic is on. Okay, cool. I'm sick of my hands being ashy. If my hands are ashy in this video, I feel like I was very scatterbrained during that video. Probably was. Come on, ADHD.